All right, so today we're gonna get a little Bronx mode. All right, a little toxic. All right. Now you might go to hell if you apply some of these strategies, but most likely you won't because I know you're not gonna go full psycho mode with these strategy. And these strategies are all meant to get someone to regret losing you from the start. The problem is that a lot of you guys fuck up, right? A lot of you guys act needy and creepy, send the mariachi band in the middle of the night, right? Beg in front of everyone, even a dog. And then you're like, Father Alex, how can I redeem myself? How can I make them like me again? It's like, oh, Lord. It's like an open heart surgery, man. You can't, Father Alex is not Black Jesus. I have limitations. And even though you are needy and creepy and they've known you for a while, you can still recover, right? You can still recover. It just takes a different approach, right? So we're going to be talking about how to make these sinvergüenzas regret losing you, because that is a very common desire for humans, all right? Now, don't forget, people, we have a free gift for you guys. Oh shit. Let me see. Is it showing? Okay, yeah. We have a free gift for you guys. And let me put it right here. It's my audiobook that I have that I wrote a few years ago. I actually wrote it. Literally no AI. You guys can get it for free as a free gift. Just put your name and number, not your name and number. Put your email and name, and there you'll get that free gift. And I'll send you guys emails like I post in my community post. I'll send you guys some quick little fun emails that will improve your dating life, your personal life, your spiritual life. It's more just to keep in touch with Father Alex, okay? And one more thing, there's a survey that I want you guys to fill out. This survey, you see on the description down below where it says filled out to survey. It's my gift, right? If my birthday's coming up September 11th, if you guys want to give me a gift, give me the gift of your thoughts. Let me know what's going on so that I could craft better videos for you guys, okay? So please answer those questions, okay? Father Alex needs it, because last month I thought you guys betrayed me. I was like, this channel's dying. After all these years, my followers have completely betrayed me, but I was wrong. It's just the summertime, and you guys don't think about Father Alex during the summertime. So, okay, we understand that. All right, so please do that for me. There's 25 people who responded. I need hundreds so that I could make better videos. I will read every single one of your comments, okay? So let's begin. Now look, first things first, okay? The problem with when people come to me with these questions is that you're obsessed with people who are not capable of caring about you. They're completely incapable of caring. Too self-absorbed, self-obsessed. The problem, that's the same reason why you're attracted to them at first, right? You're attracted to them because of that same quality. They're mysterious, and you see a drawing here of mysterious people. They're mysterious, they're interesting, you know, they you don't know what they're thinking. And that is alluring. That is actually very seductive. But the problem is that it's like a Venus fly trap. The very thing you're attracted to is what is going to trap you. A lot of times we are attracted to the mysterious people, not because they're mysterious, but because they create an insecurity in us that makes us attracted to them. And so the insecurity is the void, the emptiness you feel inside, and that emptiness comes from unfulfilled needs from childhood. And so you get regressed back to your childlike state. And with that comes impulses that you cannot control. People have a split personality, some more than others, depending on how they deal with their pain. But some people are completely normal until what they desire is in front of them, and they completely lose control. It's like they're inner crackheads. Everyone has an inner crackhead. And crackhead doesn't just mean with crack, it just means you're a love head. Like you're addicted to love, you're addicted to validation. And what happens when you do that is that you literally look like a crackhead to a drug dealer. you got some weed? No, there's not. Oh, okay, I need my Alaskan Thunder crack. Like you're like, God damn, this guy's pathetic, right? And so remember, what you lack, you're gonna be unconsciously attracted to them. So for example, these people are self-obsessed. A lot of these people, right? These people tend to be artists. They tend to be business people. They tend to have they tend to be really successful, and a lot of people want to be with them. Like a lot, everyone wants that same person. Everyone wants them. The problem is that the reason why they're so attractive. Sorry, I don't have a yarmulke. This is not Jewish, Alex. You know Tyrone is Jewish. I did not know that. Yeah, he's Jewish, man. That's why he's such. That's why he's a family-oriented guy. He goes to synagogue. He's a very open-minded guy, a very unique guy. Um. Anyway, so these people, to end the attraction to them, you have to develop the parts that you admire in them. For example, I'm an artist, right? And when I first started doing painting, I admired a lot of great artists. When I got better and I felt like I was actually better than them, I stopped admiring them. Why? Because now I possess what they have. I admire you because you have something that I didn't have. So a lot of the times when you're attracted to these people, it's because a lot of times possibly you don't have that self-absorption. You lack that self-love or remember, self-absorption is not self-love. It just looks like it to people who don't have enough context. But to us, it looks like self-love, but in reality, they're just self-absorbed and they feel empty inside and they're trying to numb it. And so as soon as you develop some self-absorption, you're going to stop being attracted to people who are self-absorbed. If you're attracted to people who are aggressive, for example, if you keep getting into abusive relationships, all you got to develop is the aggression that was panted down by your family, right? You got to develop that aggression. Learn to stand up for yourself, and you'll notice unconsciously you're going to stop being attracted to the abusive people, and the abusive people is going to stop going after you because they can sense it when you're weak. So it's really about developing that part. So if you're the type of person that you're attracted to highly ambitious people and they never have time for you, and that's why they're not afraid of losing you, listen, you got to develop some ambition. As soon as you develop that ambition, you're going to see through the illusion and realize how toxic they are. It's just that simple, right? So yeah, you're attracted to immovable objects. Some men are always looking for new and better. Don't fight that battle. Some men are always looking for the newness, for that new girl that. And usually these are ambitious because you gotta understand that their dopamine is always what? More. That's why they're so ambitious. Don't be fooled to think that ambition just stays in the business world. What's really going on is that this is a maladaptive mechanism that they have to deal with anxiety. And they need newness, new countries, new cities, new friends, new hobbies. And they might be good at things, but that desire for new is an illusion that makes you think that he's just obsessed. No, it's just that they need constant newness. They're incapable of seeing something long enough and appreciating its uniqueness over time. They're incapable of that because reality is painful, right? And the truth about humans is that you got to find someone that you like and age with them. That's just the humanity of it. And a lot of these guys that are highly successful, highly ambitious, they need that constant newness. And you can never win that. But the problem is that desire for newness is really attractive. That's the problem. It's really like a Venus flytrap. You're attracted to those who can never want you. It's like women who are into NBA players. Sorry, some people that watch me are into NBA players, but that's the truth. Those guys will never want you. You're attracted to them because the very quality that will make them incompatible with you is the very quality that you want. Other women want him. He's so talented, so self-motivated, so focused. Look at him, but he doesn't have time for you, but he'll easily replace you. You know, usually these people are extremely successful. They suffer from addiction. That's one thing. They might also be isolated, right? They might also be attractive, right? They know how to speak. They have a certain way of expressing themselves that is really attractive. But a lot of times that's hiding something darker, something deeper, an emptiness, a void that you cannot fulfill, but that your ego makes you think you could. So sometimes they also come from emotionally cold families, right? So these people, sometimes it can be very successful, but sometimes the success comes because their family is also cold. Understand, most people who are successful, like the top, have certain traits of narcissism, have certain traits of psychopathic, have certain traits of sociopath. Not to the people, I don't know too much about that, but you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like there's a dark triad in successful people. And so those people are raised in those family. And what do you think the kids are going to come out as? They might become addicted because of neglect. But also they become emotionally cold, but they also saw an environment of working hard. And so they might also become successful, but they're an empty vessel with no soul. They never developed a relationship with their parents. And so when you meet them, you might sense they might give you like a Michael Corleone energy where he's cold and distant and you don't understand him. Right? And another thing is that most likely why you might be meeting these people is because you meet them online. If you meet a guy online and he's attractive, you're not the only one. Like you and your girlfriend are going after the same dude. Same dude. And that guy is so used to female validation, he can never really appreciate one. Borderline gay, to be honest with you. Nah, he's not gay, but you know what I mean. And so when you get so many options, you don't know what to pick. And so you devalue those people. But the problem is that those are human beings. And it hurts the ego to be treated that way. You know, and sometimes when you get rejected as a child, you find it attractive because you find it familiar, the neglect. The way to deal with a guy like that is to neglect them too. Treat him like his parents taught him. The problem is that you're not cold. You gotta be, it sucks to do that. And in fact, if you gotta like be a little cold and not express yourself fully for a guy to like you, you gotta get the fuck out, man, because you're losing some parts of your essence. You're treated not as a bunch of cells when you meet them online. To them, you're a bunch of pixels. It dehumanizes you. Like I told you, when I was on online dating, I swear to God, I thought I was ugly. I was like, what the fuck is going on, man? This has to be racism. I was like, what's going on? And then I met a girl, and then since I went to like a poetry meetup one day, and I just, for the first time in years, I met people like in normal social situation. I met a girl right there. We dated for a few months, not long, but you know, like I was like, okay, this is exactly how I expect them to react. But online, it's not the same. In fact, I've had women who rejected me online, but met me in real life randomly, and like, oh shit, you're from Tinder. Nah, that was years ago. I don't use Tinder. Fuck that shit. You're from that site. I'm like, yeah. Oh my God, look at you. How are you? I'm like, you fucking ignored me. I remember you. Right? But then in real life, it's different. There's something about humans and how you meet them that makes a difference. You can meet them at church, different vibe. At the strip club, different vibes. And that matters. Context matters more than people like to imagine. When they see you move on and find someone, sadly, that's when they come back. But don't be fooled. They don't really want you. They're just in love with a fantasy woman that only exists in their minds. It's like the idea of reading a book at the park sounds good. Let me bring the book to the park. You're at the park. You're like, nah, it's not the same. I'm not going to read a book. Sometimes we interact with our fantasies more than reality, for the simple fact that reality is painful. Things hurt. And as a child, when you never learn how to self-regulate because your parents didn't have the patience for it, you went into your own fantasies, disconnected from them. Maybe you stop talking to them. Maybe you stop responding. Maybe you put your focus on other things. But the point is that you use fantasy to escape pain. And so a lot of the times people walk around with unconscious depression, unconscious sadness, and they don't know what's really guiding them. What's really guiding them is the emptiness, the void. It's the desire to numb reality. And so you start to fall in love with a potential life in your mind, and you start to desire it. But because you're not grounded in reality because of the pain of it, as soon as it happens, you find a way to self-sabotage. It's pretty much plain and simple. Those people use fantasy world as a way to escape. Anything that isolates them. Anything that allows them to be by themselves. And again, that's how smart people are made. That's how really successful people are made. But it comes at a price. It comes at a price of lack of human connection. I made a post the other day about how, let me see if we can find it right here. Because a lot of y'all were yapping back at me in the comment section. I really didn't appreciate that. Let me find it right here, okay? Oh my God, Father Alex searches himself. I do. I made this post. And we had a lot of yappers in the comment section disagreeing with me. Here it is. So the limitations, and this is something you'll see in my newsletter. The limitations that we as humans have is that you're either creative or a family person. Obviously, it's not the same. We're talking about the extremes. the most extremely creative people, the most smartest people on the planet, they all had one thing in common. They almost all of them had shitty. Let's see if we could find something like that here. One second. Okay. So top geniuses ever, right? You just look at the most creative people. Sir Isaac Newton, Galileo, they all they Albert Einstein, look, all of these motherfuckers are known to be the most successful and the most creative people. You want to know what they all almost had in common? I don't know about Aristotle. Shitty family lives. Isaac Newton couldn't relate with people. I think Galileo was also an asshole. Albert Einstein banging his cousin. Marie Curie, I don't even want to say shit about her, but you know, she gave her I think she got contaminated with plutonium, and her daughter too, I believe. Nikola Tesla, come on, man. He was smart, but dumb as a rock when it came to socially. Charles Darwin he had a good relationship with his family, but he was also an isolated person. He would rather just walk. He took a freaking bump for years and said goodbye to his family, right? Let's see what more. I don't know these people. Thomas Edison was an asshole. So as Leonardo da Vinci was also isolated. He was gay, nothing wrong with. Actually, he's the most normal one, actually. Da Vinci was the most stable out of all of them, actually. He was actually really stable. Michelangelo was unstable also. What's his name? Mozart was unstable. So there is a certain price you pay with success that people are not aware of. And so what I'm trying to tell you is that you might be just attracted to people who worry more about abstract things than human relations. They're more left-brained people. And when you encounter that, especially if you're an attractive woman, it's something that hurts the ego. When they date someone and realize that you were the one, though, someone has the capacity to like you, don't need contrast. Shit, that's shitty writing, people. These people, the people who live in fantasy world, they will realize you're valuable, but they'll realize it when it's too late. Right? Why? Because they live in a fantasy world. They live in a fantasy world. They don't live in reality. And if they need to see someone else to realize your worth, then that person really didn't like you. The ego works through contrast. You don't want egoic love, right? So mindset wise, you got to change it. Why? Because you need to mentally not be afraid of losing them. That's all you need. I don't need you to guys to apply any strategy, to do a spinneroonie, a double monkey backflip. You don't need to do any of that. Just in your mind, be willing to walk away. Be willing, and you'll notice all of your behavior will unconsciously change. You think you're needy and creepy consciously? You're not aware that you're needy and creepy. You're unconsciously reacting to scarcity. Once you start reacting in your mind to abundance, meaning I'm not afraid of losing them. What does that mean? Well, if I lose you, I'm gonna be sad, but I'll recover. That's realism. It's not if I don't care about losing you. Detach. I'm cold. I'm a Terminator. I don't want that. No. It's I want you to suffer. I want you to feel pain, and I want you to recover and come back stronger. That's what not being afraid. It means that it'll hurt, but I could recover. And if I can't, I'll learn how to do it. It's not absence of emotions. Too many coaches out there, too many Terminator coaches are teaching women how to be cold motherfuckers. Like the Miranda Priestley's type of shit, man. I mean, what the hell is going on? I walk around, I legit there's a bunch of Terminator robots walking down the street. Like it's like, yo, like, no, that's not, we're turning into dystopian cold societies, man. And it's gonna get worse. And that's why my message to people is not to detach, it's to have high intention and low attachment. High intention and low attachment. That's really the key here. I don't want you guys to be cold. And that's how the cookie crumbles, people. Yo, we have 40% off all of my courses using the coupon code LABOR. And I think you can use that for even coaching calls, right? Anyways, man, let me know what you guys think of this video. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one, go to mindfulattraction.org. Man, I woke up, skin feels glowing today, people. Oh my God, Father Alex, give us your skincare routine. You want to know my skincare routine? Yes. Genetics, motherfucker. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Sorry, Whitey. Sorry, Whitey. It's just something, that Africa shit, okay? Like, yeah, you know, like it's when you're white, you're in Antarctica with wolves and shit. Like, shit happens, right? You gotta get that skin that's like cooked in the sun for a long time, you know, to get that kind of resistance, right? Yeah, man. Anyways, I really appreciate you guys, honestly. I thought you guys betrayed me, like I said earlier. I thought you guys stopped watching my channel. I thought you guys picked another channel. I was this close to closing the channel, and I realized I was wrong, right? And you guys applied my strategy on this channel. So I'll say I love every single one of you guys. And I hope one day I can meet you guys. A lot of creepers always in the comment section. Anyways, man, you guys be safe, man. It's a beautiful day today, people. I'm in Mexico right now. I'm about to walk and do some other shit. Take care.
Are you needy and creepy? Do you have a tough time coming across confident when you like the person? A lot of the times you just don't know what to do. You have habits and patterns that whenever somebody triggers you, you completely forget what to do the right thing. Well, guess what? I have a course for that. And it's called The Psychological Game of Attraction, Natural Chemistry, and The Feminine Woman, what I call the fundamentals. All of those courses are meant to eradicate and exercise the needy, creepy parts in you through action. Meaning, you do what the videos say, and without a shadow of a doubt, you actually get the results. You'll notice that men call you back more. Men will want more relationships with you. They're gonna be the ones that are needy and creepy. They're gonna be the ones that want something. They're gonna be the ones that are the aggressors in trying to get a relationship out of you. But the problem is that a lot of people just watch one or two videos and completely forget that there's actually a system. Don't just watch one or two videos. Get the system either by purchasing all of them and get a discount, or purchase them individually. Because a lot of the times just watching one video in isolation, you actually miss the big picture. You have to understand why it works. You have to understand what to do next. And a lot of times my videos just can't address that. A lot of people, you see by the testimonies right here, a lot of people have done what those videos say and they've gotten results. Like the other day, I was in Mexico and they were like, "Hey, Alexis," and I'm like, "Hey, oh my God, your videos are so great." And I'm like, and she was like, "Look at my kid." I'm like, what you talk about your kid? That's not my kid. She's like, no, because of him, because of your videos, he's here. And I'm like, okay, all right, that's a thing. But I get that a lot. And ironically, that woman watches all of my videos, right? So purchase those courses, man. And if you don't like it, you actually could get a 30-day money-back guarantee, right? Purchase them individually or get a discount and purchase them all by clicking on the description down below. You have the option of purchasing the one with the bonuses that obviously it's more material, where it's like I give you guys meditations. There's also other courses on how to make friends, how to master anything, or you can purchase it without the bundle, which is much more affordable, all right? And with that, you guys are able to support my channel, which will allow me to make more videos, okay? Anyways, see you guys inside, and thank you.